Good afternoon, everyone. I'll give it a couple of seconds for the last two people standing at the bar to grab their drinks, but welcome to the Faculty of Science 2023 Alumni Awards Celebration. And thank you very much for joining us at the University of Waterloo as we gather to celebrate 5 outstanding science alumni recipients, the recipients of our 2023 Alumni Achievement Awards. For those of you who I have not met yet, my name is Chris Hauser and I'm the Dean for the Faculty of Science. And it is an absolute pleasure to celebrate with you all today and honor some incredible science graduates. One of the highlights of being a Dean is the opportunity to acknowledge the successes and talents of alumni who choose Waterloo as their educational institution. I see family, friends, and colleagues here, and we welcome each one of you to the University of Waterloo. Your support of today's celebrated alumni is much appreciated. For that, we offer you a heartfelt thank you. I'm pleased to welcome back to campus as well all the alumni in attendance, including previous Alumni Award recipients. Thank you for joining us in this celebration, which is only made stronger by all of your continued success. The Science Alumni Achievement Awards were established when the university commemorated its 50th anniversary in 2007. At that time, science launched the prestigious Distinguished Alumni Award and 50 Alumni of Honor Anniversary Awards. Those were done for the purpose of honoring and recognizing significant contributions and achievements of our alumni. But today, we are here to celebrate as a collective our 5 newest Alumni Achievement Award recipients. And we are so fortunate that several of our recipients have traveled to celebrate with us today, traveling everywhere from around here in southwestern Ontario, Michigan, North Carolina, and as far away as Washington State. Thank you for making the journey and allowing us to celebrate your achievements. We are going to get into the awards celebration here shortly, but before we do that, I would like to welcome Dr. Kirsten Mueller, Chair of the Department of Biology, to give our land acknowledgement.
Thank you very much. We acknowledge that much of our work at the University of Waterloo takes place on the traditional territory of the Neutral, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee peoples. Our main campus is situated on the Haldimand Tract, the land promised to the 6 nations that includes 6 miles on each side of the Grand River. I strongly feel that part of doing a land acknowledgement is to personally recognize the land that we live, work, and carry out our research on. And so today I would like to note that I have lived and I'm currently carrying out research in Nistawaya, which is the land where the 3 rivers meet, what today we call the Athabasca, the Clearwater, and the Hanging Stone Rivers. Nistawaya is an ancient gathering place to many Indigenous peoples for many thousands of years. Today it is also called Fort McMurray and falls in the region of Wood Buffalo. Wood Buffalo resides on Treaty 8 land, which is the traditional territory of the Cree, the Dene, and the unceded territory of the Métis. Thank you.
All right. It is now my distinct pleasure of introducing to you all Nanoni Donaldson, the Vice President Advancement for the University of Waterloo.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Chris. So I'd like to express my appreciation to Dean Hauser, I just called you Chris, but Dean Hauser, and the Faculty of Science for inviting me here today. One of the high points of my role is actually the opportunity to meet with our alumni all over the world, and especially when you're back on campus. It's so great to see everybody here today. And it's also my chance to thank you for everything you do as alumni for this university. Your brand is our brand, and so we really appreciate you out in the world celebrating Waterloo. You really do contribute to our success in so many ways. You share the knowledge, skills, and experiences you gained during your time at Waterloo by participating in mentorship programs for science students and new alumni. You support students and researchers financially through donations and fundraising efforts, helping to enhance programs, facilities, and student awards. And maybe you hire co-op students, hopefully you all do, ensuring they have the same valuable work learning experience you may have enjoyed. All of you are ambassadors for Waterloo and for science, and fostering that sense of pride and creating a strong alumni network that benefits everyone is really important, so thank you. I truly do enjoy meeting with alumni because hearing about your achievements is really why we are all here. We are here so that you can go out into the world and do great things. And I'm especially pleased to be here to celebrate those achievements of the 5 of you today. So as the past few years have clearly shown us, scientists like you play a crucial role in both protecting and advancing society. Your efforts help us better understand complex problems and make informed decisions. Your quest for excellence drives innovation that creates connection, well-being, and prosperity. To the Faculty of Sciences 2024 alumni, or 23, it is 23. I was thinking it was the wrong number, but it is about last year. Alumni Award recipients, I wish you continued success as you seek to build a better world for humanity and the planet. You are shaping the future, and everyone at the University of Waterloo is proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nanoni, and you had me look back at the actual pamphlet to make sure it was 2023. We are now going to celebrate our recipients by their categories, beginning with our contributions to science recipients. This award was created to honor and recognize significant service, support, and contributions of alumni, and it is bestowed upon alumni who demonstrate significant contributions to the faculty in their proven and significant citizenship to the University of Waterloo, which includes, but is not limited to, increasing the profile and accessibility of science, generating and supporting science knowledge and awareness, volunteering, mentoring, and advocacy. To help me with acknowledging our first 2023 Contributions to Science Award winner, I would like to welcome Dr. Graham Murphy, Associate Professor in the Department of Chemistry, to the podium. It's you.
Good afternoon, all. Claudia, I'm sorry, I was asked if I could do this in song and dance. I will not do it. So, it is my pleasure to have both nominated Dr. Stevenson for this award, and it's an honor to actually present him with this Distinguished Alumni Award for his contributions to science. Corey comes from Collingwood, Ontario. He completed his bachelor's degree here at the University of Waterloo in 1998. He completed his doctoral studies in Pittsburgh. He went on to the ETH in Zurich for his postdoctoral studies. He began his independent career at Boston University, and he spent the last 10 years as professor of chemistry at the University of Michigan. He was recently named Canada Excellence Research Chair at the University of British Columbia, cross-appointed between the Faculty of Science and the Faculty of Medicine. For the numerically inclined, Dr. Stevenson has trained nearly 100 students and postdocs. He has published over 130 papers, and his work has been cited more than 14,000 times. He's recognized as one of the pioneers of the field of photoredox catalysis, using light to develop chemistry that efficiently constructs molecules of broad societal relevance. And in recent years, this has expanded to include electrochemistry, achieving the same goals. While Dr. Stevenson's lab routinely publishes their scientific achievements in top-tier journals, including Science and Nature, he is also an award-winning lecturer. Recently, he and his partner, Dr. Karina Schindler, have also developed and published educational articles about an organic chemistry summer camp, I kid you not, that focuses on the principles of sustainability, solar energy, and green chemistry. His dedication to science and scientific learning is profound and will surely be an asset to the Canadian chemistry community going forward. So I'll wrap up by mentioning that nearly half of the chemistry department is here today to join us in celebrating Corey and Mike for their awards. So, in regard to Corey, whether these colleagues fall under the category of people who taught him during his time here at Waterloo, or people like myself who arrived here after his departure but have been fans of his science ever since, I feel I can speak on everyone's behalf in saying that this distinguished alumni award for contributions to science is most clearly deserved.
I just would like to just say a couple of words. First, to the other awardees, if I have to chase my daughter out of the room, I apologize. But it's been a really wonderful day and to be back here, and thank you for everyone for putting it together, particularly Patricia, Megan, and Sharon for also organizing a wonderful day for my daughter. The only updates we received throughout the day were pictures of her doing fun stuff at the museum, which was ideal. It was good for me. So I'm really honored to be here to receive this, and my former undergrad research mentee and some of the faculty that taught me classes when I was here. It's really great that you're able to be here for this. Of course, these are the kind of awards that when we get them, it's not really anything that I did. I've not run a single experiment on these things. These are all the work of those 100+ people that have done the hard work in the lab, and they really deserve all the feedback. So thanks again. We really appreciate the effort, and we're really happy to be here and honored to receive this award.
Thank you, Corey, and congratulations on your award, and our best wishes to you for your continued success at UBC. To recognize our second Contributions to Science Award recipient, I'd like to welcome Dr. Kirsten Mueller back to the podium.
Thank you, Chris. I'd like to invite Lori to come up. Where's Lori? Oh, there you are. Thank you. So just a few words of introduction. So Professor Lori Weidman graduated with her Bachelor of Science degree here at Waterloo in 1990. She went on to earn her Master's in Exercise Physiology from Ball State and her PhD in Exercise Physiology from the University of Virginia. Shortly after, in 2000, she began as faculty for the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, where she is now the Safrit Ennis Distinguished Professor in Kinesiology. Professor Weidman's research looks at the effects of exercise on growth hormone release, the use of physical activity to reduce risk factors in chronic disease, obesity, and body composition. And she has published in many journals, such as the American Journal of Physiology, Metabolism, Diabetes, Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, and so many more. I had a really amazing conversation with Lori this morning. We talked about our first day here at Waterloo, standing in front of the SLC, looking kind of lost, but feeling kind of overwhelmed and amazed. And then we talked about faculty here in biology who have retired, but those in biology know their names well, like Nels Bowles and George Dixon. And it was really fantastic as chair of biology to hear how Lori took her experience here in our biology classes and in her co-op terms, and along with her strong commitment to athletics, and propelled her into graduate school and her career in human physiology. I am so glad, Lori, that your time here learning in biology helped you in the incredible work that you do today. Congratulations.
I just want to say that you feel old when you walk around here. I didn't recognize anything, and I said to Patricia, I'm so glad I didn't count on my previous knowledge of this institution to get anywhere today, because I would have been completely lost. It's been years since I've been back here, and it's wonderful to be back here and to just see how this institution has grown and changed. It's amazing, it really is. And it's an amazing honor to receive this award. Thank you so much to everyone who organized today, and for my family and my friends who are here and gave time of their very crazy life to be here and to honor me. And I just want to say that my husband is at home holding down the fort with my kids in North Carolina, and he was very upset that he couldn't be here, but if he wasn't there, I wouldn't be here. And so I'm very grateful to him for that. I'm also, as Kirsten said, incredibly grateful for my time as a co-op student here at Waterloo. I cannot tell you how many times I've sat students down in my office and said, listen, there is no straight path to the end of your academic career, because I'm definitely somebody who went all over the place before I ended up where I was. And part of that was really the cooperative program, who gave me the work experience and my coursework here at the institution, which is still the basis of almost all of my research work and all of my accomplishments today. And as the previous recipient said, nothing in science gets done without great collaborators and amazing graduate students. And when you look at my CV, what you see is the success. If you had to read all the failures, you probably wouldn't bother to look at the CV. But the bottom line is that what defines us as scientists is not our success, but our response to our failures. So thank you very much for this award. I appreciate so much my friends and family who are here with me today. And I told Denise that it's amazing when I walk around this campus that all the buildings are still standing, because her lack of willingness to read organic chemistry details, I'm actually surprised you didn't blow anything up. So thank you, Denise, for keeping me on my toes.
Thank you, Lori, and congratulations, and I guess thank you, Denise, for keeping the buildings up. The next award category we are going to recognize is the Faculty, or the Early Alumni Excellence Award. This award was created to honor and recognize significant service, contribution, and achievements of alumni within the first 10 years following graduation. It is bestowed upon alumni who demonstrate significant contributions in professional or academic achievement or community contributions. To help me with acknowledging our 2023 Early Alumni Excellence Award winner, I would like to introduce Dr. Oki Egboli, Director of the Science and Business Program, to the podium.
Thank you, Chris. Aziza, can you join me up there, please? I guess we didn't used to do this in service 1 to 2 and 4 to 3. All right. Aziza moved from Nigeria in 2016 with the goal of exploring her interests in science, business, and art. It's been challenging but rewarding, and I can, relate to her, challenges as an immigrant student myself. And since graduating from the University of Waterloo, she has established herself as a visual artist under the name Abike, the artist, while working as a project manager at Huge, a creative consulting agency with various clients, including McDonald's, Google, Lego, and Pantone. As a visual artist, she creates vibrant art inspired by her Yoruba cultural heritage. What happened to Igbo? Talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later.
By the way, I have a fireside chat coming up on Friday. So I will throw you some curveballs. So she does this through a contemporary lens. Her work depicts Black women and Ori, which translates to head in Yoruba. So in Igbo it would be Isi. but also refers to one's essence and purpose. She reimagines Ori as otherworldly beings that embody the soul. Her work also celebrates distinct African features such as thick hair, full lips, and broad noses, like mine. Azizat's ultimate goal is to preserve her cultural history by telling Afro-infused visual stories on an amplified scale. And this is quite timely, given that this is Black African Month. Her 2023 collaboration with Raptors 905 featuring her signature Ori is a reflection of this goal. And we're proud to call you Cybe's alum and Science alum. Congratulations.
I guess it's my turn to say a few words. First of all, I am so honored to be here. This was extremely unexpected, but so grateful. I first want to start off by saying thank you so much to the University of Waterloo. Coming here, moving from Nigeria, like Dr. Iboli said, like completely changed my life in ways that I truly didn't understand when my mom and I were dropped off right in front of like the entrance at Waterloo. For reference, I lived at Rev, but we didn't know the way there. So we're dropped off there and she had to drag my luggage all the way there to Rev. That's like a 20-minute walk. But that was such a memorable day because I didn't know at the time that that was the beginning of an amazing journey. My education here, my experiences here, the clubs I joined, the friends I made, really made an impact in terms of who I am now today and have really made me bloom into this interesting character that you see before you. I think the other thing here as well is like above all, I want to say thank you to my parents. My parents aren't here today, but my parents have been working tirelessly to provide my siblings and I the opportunity to become the people that we want to be. And this award is ultimately for them because they're the unsung heroes here, not me. I'm here working, but they're there working 1,000 times harder. So I want to say thank you so much to them. They're not here today, but this award is really for them. And thank you so much to everyone that's here to celebrate us alumni winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Azizat, and congratulations. And I'm particularly excited about the award this year to Azizat because this is the year that we are starting a brand new program called Science Meets Art, or SMART. And it's a way in which we then blend the arts and the sciences together. And I think you're a great role model for that program. And for those of you who are going to be on campus on Friday, she's also doing a fireside chat for Sci business students, and we'd welcome you to attend. It'd be a great opportunity to hear from her and her experiences. So now, the last category we are going to recognize in today's program is the Distinguished Alumni category. This award was created to honor and recognize the significant service, contribution, and achievements of our alumni. And this prestigious award is bestowed upon alumni who demonstrate significant contributions in one or more of the following areas: professional or academic achievement, which recognizes the accomplishments of Waterloo Science alumni relating to career success, significant recognition, leadership or advisory roles, and visible success beyond the industry segment. And contributions to the community, which recognizes the accomplishments of Waterloo Science alumni in volunteer leadership, humanitarian endeavors, and proven impact on the community and within public service. To help me recognize our first 2023 Distinguished Alumni Award recipient, I would like to re-invite Dr. Oki Iboli back to the podium.
Thank you again, Chris. Simon, can you join me up here, please? Thank you. I had the pleasure of having what was supposed to be 45-minute coffee chat with Simone, and it went by like 45 seconds. Just so much to catch up on. I'm seriously blown away with your accomplishments. Simone has dedicated her career to driving transformative changes in healthcare. Her unique blend of skills in strategy, project management, and policy change positions her as a driving force behind health system transformation, aiming to create a healthier future for communities and regions. Simone is a critical member of the team that developed, designed, and then implemented the largest voluntary hospital merger in Canada, at Trillium Health Partners, THP. THP is a world-leading full system of care in Mississauga and West Toronto, servicing over 1.7 million patients annually. She has progressed through several critical leadership roles, including THP's first Director of Strategy and Project Management, then Associate Vice President of People, Strategy and Volunteers. Currently, Simone is Vice President at Institute for Better Health, IBH, a national leader in health services, research, and supporting creation of THP solutions which will drive innovation and create new revenue streams for Trillium to drive sustainability in healthcare and to lead Trillium Health Partners as an edge partner within the $30 million Federal Innovation Network, Can Health Network. In her role at Institute for Better Health, she has been instrumental in bridging research and innovation ambitions with sound business strategies from human resources to finance to project management to build success. This culminated last year with Trillium's recognition for the first time as one of Canada's top 40 research hospitals. In 2022, Simone was honored as one of Canada's 100 most powerful women by the Women's Executive Network. She also served as a board member at Sheridan College in the role of vice chair since 2023. Simone holds a Bachelor of Science and Business from the University of Waterloo School of Program and an MBA from the Sholay School of Business at Waterloo University. And I can't wait to see what she will accomplish in the years ahead. Congratulations, Simone.
It's my turn to say a few words. Thank you, OP, so much. And I also felt like it went by in 45 seconds earlier today. I wasn't sure if that's because I can talk too much or you're a fabulous listener, maybe both. It's so lovely to see everyone. Thank you all for making time today to join us and celebrate all of these incredibly accomplished individuals. To my fellow recipients, congratulations. I wanted to start by thanking the Faculty of Science and the University of Waterloo. I've long been a proud Waterloo alumni, and so this, I will say, distinction is particularly special to me. Also, I wanted to thank the Science and Business Program. What a great day for SciBiz today. Amazing. Congratulations to my fellow SciBiz alumni. I will share that I was a high school student who really wasn't sure which path to take. I was interested in science. I was interested in business. I really would have loved if there was some program that combined those two things. And I was very fortunate to have a guidance counselor in my high school who called me down one afternoon and said, Simone, have you heard about this science and business program? I think it would be well suited to your interests. So a big thank you to guidance counselors, because I certainly wouldn't be here sharing this moment with you all without that incredible individual. In my work at Trillium, I definitely am more the business side than the science side on a day-to-day basis. I like to describe the work that I do as I live to make the dreams of my scientists come true, to help them find funding, to help them find people, to help them build facilities. And in my mind, it is the perfect way to describe the power of a science and business degree from the University of Waterloo. So I'm incredibly grateful to the program for the launching pad that it's offered me. There's a few folks at THP or Trillium Health Partners that I would love to thank. SLC used to mean the Student Life Center for me. It now means the Senior Leadership Committee and the work that I do day to day. So I would like to thank my SLC colleagues at THP and particularly my boss, Dr. Dante Mora, who leads our innovation practice, and our CEO, Carly Farrow, who has been a staunch supporter of mine for a long, long time. I'd also like to thank an incredible woman who found me as a co-op student, offered me one of my first co-op jobs, Mary Sanigan, and she saw in me, I think, potential I wasn't even certain was there. So a big thank you to those folks. And lastly, I want to thank Megan and Patricia and Chris. Your team has just been so incredibly welcoming and kind. Thank you for showing an incredible time to my family over the past week. I'm really grateful. It's been very, very wonderful to experience campus again. I share in feeling a bit aged walking around the campus, as one of my fellow recipients mentioned. But really, it's been lovely to be back and see the incredible growth at the university as well. So congratulations. I lastly want to thank my parents, who have been the co-presidents of the Simone Fan Club since its inception. They do fabulous work, and I would not have done very much of anything without their incredible support. And just to my husband and my son, who's hard to miss today in his gray yellow, our daughter who's at home, and my entire extended family, just thank you guys all so much. And I'm really, really grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations, Simone, and we're excited that you're going to be back here in November to share some of your insights and successes with our SciViz students. But I'd also would like to recognize that bright yellow Warriors hoodie over there and the bucket hat. Too bad you weren't wearing that when you got on the Maple Leafs Jumbotron 6 times on Monday night. Our final recipient being awarded or recognized today, he is also being recognized for a Distinguished Alumni Award. And to introduce him, I would like to welcome Dr. Will Power, Associate Professor and previous Chair of the Department of Chemistry, to the podium. And I meant Bill Power, not Will Power. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. It's a great pleasure to be here to recognize Dr. Mike Houston, and if I could ask him to come to the front. So it's appropriate we have Waterloo yellow showing up here. From an early age, Mike enjoyed strong ties to the University of Waterloo. As the son of a longtime kinesiology professor, Michael Sr., he and his family lived on campus for a number of years, including in the Tudor houses that some of you may remember. He regularly attended Warrior hockey and basketball games, so it was no surprise that he chose to attend the University of Waterloo, first receiving his BSc in 1987 and then his PhD in chemistry in 1993. After those degrees, he pursued careers that fed his fascination with biotechnology that started here. Mike initially focused on peptides and proteins, but in the early 2000s became hooked on new therapeutic modalities based on nucleic acids. During this time, he was involved in developing delivery systems that were licensed to multiple companies. He pursued an interest in mRNA, leading R&D departments to develop drugs for orphan liver diseases. When COVID-19 arrived, global interest in the use of mRNA exploded, which resulted in the need for companies to make mRNA as well as the novel reagents and raw materials required for these new vaccines. While working as the chief scientific officer for TriLink Biotechnologies in San Diego, one of TriLink's CAP analogs was selected for Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. It required a complete overhaul of the manufacturing of this compound, as well as the need to scale up production by 100-fold, ensuring his company could supply this reagent so Pfizer could start production of the vaccine. And I think in that time he took the company from $20 million to $800 million. Now semi-retired, Mike turns to a variety of hobbies to keep him busy. He's an avid mountain biker, recently completed a 100-mile race. He also enjoys hiking, photography, has a distinguished career as a runner, and in an even greater demonstration of endurance, stamina, perseverance in the face of adversity, he continues to cheer on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mike, you spent much of your first 30 years here on campus. You spent 30 years away. It's a great privilege to welcome you back today as a new speaker.
Can you see the sign?
Okay, I deserve that.
Wow, this was unexpected, and I'm truly humbled, and it's actually pretty emotional because I did grow up on campus. Back in the early to mid 70s, you might have seen me playing ball hockey in front of the Tudor houses in the parking lot there, or chasing down pucks at Warrior games. I think my record was 6 pucks in one game. It's really been interesting coming back. Well, I'd been back maybe 15 years ago for a day or two. I really hadn't been back for 30 years, and just walking around this morning and just seeing the growth of the city, seeing the growth of the university itself, I did feel a little bit lost as I was walking around here. But this university's always had a really interesting feel to it, and this growth, I think, is an example of that. I would say that this is not a university that's an ivory tower. Growing up on campus, friends and families were professors, but we didn't call them Dr. So-and-so or whatever. They were like Mr. McNaughton or Mr. Walker or whatever. So it had a more, sedate, relaxed feel to it that I've always appreciated. Just a couple of stories when I think about my time at Waterloo. I remember sitting in a first year chemistry course that was taught by Dr. Cheer, and he turned the lights off, got a blue light out, put his lab coat on, and showed us how optical brighteners worked in detergents. And I thought, how cool is that? So that's kind of my first thing getting into, how cool science was. And then that summer I got to work with Dr. Viswanatha and got to interact with a lot of the grad students, played on their soccer team, and just saw the dedication and the hard work that it took to be a grad student. And then I think the final thing that I think about is I took a course with John Honeck, and in that course he talked about Amgen and Genentech, and I just thought, man, that is so cool. And that sort of made my mind up that I was going to move into biotechnology. So thank you for all of that. This has been truly a remarkable experience. And I look back at my degree at Waterloo. I've got the emotional piece, having lived on campus, but when I think of the more practical side of it, of the actual education I got, I think it really enabled me to have this long and winding path, the ability to work in multiple therapeutic modalities, and then to take on a whole set of different roles in companies, from operations to business development to you name it, running a GMP facility. So I think what this university stands for is a well-grounded education, and I think you can do anything with it. So lastly, Megan and team, thank you very much. It's been good to know you when I was living in San Diego, and I'm truly proud to be an alumni of Waterloo and the science department. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike, and congratulations. And I'll note that we had dinner last night, and I learned that his definition of semi-retirement means working 8 hours a day, intense mountain biking and running. And so I'm a little worried about retirement coming up. So we're at the end here, and our sincere congratulations to all of our recipients recognized today. All of you, and indeed all of the alumni in the room today, are a testimony and an inspiration to all of us in the Faculty of Science. Your accomplishments are diverse and a testament to the quality of education here at the University of Waterloo and in the Faculty of Science. We are exceptionally proud of your contributions. Every one of you has made and continues to make our world a better place, and we look forward to seeing all you are able to do and achieve in the future. This now concludes the formal part of our program. I would like to thank you once again for being part of the celebration. And if you know any rock star science alum, like the ones we recognize today, who are deserving of an Alumni Achievement Award, please consider nominating them so that we can celebrate their accomplishments in the future. Thank you so much to the family, the friends, and colleagues for joining us today. And we welcome you and actually encourage you to continue celebrating and enjoy refreshments and conversation as you congratulate our newest just made up a word, Science Alumni Award recipients. Before I say thank you, I would like to then ask all of the award winners and all of the ones who presented the awards to come up to the front for photographs. But again, thank you and enjoy the refreshments and food.